There are still some martial artists that believe that they can apply their empty hand strategies that they use against punches and kicks to the knife. They don't keep in mind that a simple cut can be fatal already. Even though the attacker does not move fast here, he hits, cuts or stabs the opponent almost all the time. So be very careful when you practice knife. Use a dull knife or a training blade. We start with the entries to knife defense with the angles 1 to 5. The first phase is the one where you make the contact. When the knife comes from the left side, your left hand should contact first. If the knife comes from the right side, your right hand. We will have a slow motion for these techniques in a second so that we can explain it slowly in detail. Number 1, the defender applies a block with the left hand and gives a straight eye jab with his free right hand. Number 2, he blocks with his right hand and supports the block with his left forearm at the elbow. Number 3, he blocks with his left hand and gives an eye jab. Number 4, he makes simultaneous contact with his left forearm and the right hand to the weapon hand. Number 5, he evades the knife, parries and keeps the left hand above. Once more from the other side. Number 1, block and eye jab or nose hit. 2, block with the right, support with the left forearm at the elbow. Number 3, block with the left and give an eye jab with the right. Number 4, use the left forearm and the right hand to control the knife. Here. Number 5, move to the outside, parry the knife with the right hand to the outside and keep the control with the left hand on top of the knife hand of the attacker. Once more fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. From the other side, you can observe number 2 a little better from here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Observe the elbow control here. And 5. Now you see basic disarm with controlling techniques. Block, eye jab. The right hand guides the knife to the outside. The right hand disarms while the left grabs the knife hand. Move into a hammerlock and the right hand controls the neck of the attacker. Once more. Attack, block, parry to the outside, left hand grab, right hand disarm, go to the side of the blade, move into a hammerlock and control at the neck. And one more fast. Block, disarm, control. This is another version. In number 1, the parry was from above. In number 2, the parry comes from underneath. The right hand grabs the knife, the left hand supports, stab to the thigh, disarm with the left, and move into a straight arm bar. Here. Block, parry from underneath to the outside, support with the left, stab to the thigh, disarm, straight arm bar. And once more fast. Number 2. It's the same technique. Actually, there will be no other. Only those two. Block, support the knife with the left hand, stab to the thigh, and disarm, armbar. Block, bring it down, go for the thigh, disarm, straight armbar. Fast. Number 3. It's like number 1. Block, parry from above, grab with the left hand, disarm with the right, move into a hammerlock, and control the neck. same as the first number 1. Number 4, same as number 2. Block, redirect the strike down, support with the left, give a stab to the thigh, disarm, straight arm bar. And number 5, parry the attack to the outside, grab with the left, bring the knife up, disarm with the right, move into a hammerlock, and control at the neck. It's like the first knife technique. Sometimes you cannot disarm the knife and keep it, so you strip the knife, let it drop, and follow up with other techniques. Attack number 1, block and eye jab, parry from above, disarm, parry the arm to the outside, give a palm strike to the face, foot sweep, and move into a safe distance. From the other side, strip, throw, take distance. Attack number 2, strip, throw via the back. Apply the same blocking technique than before. Redirect the knife, strip it out of the hand. The left hand controls at the lower back, the right hand goes to the face, and you can throw the attacker this way. Move again into a safe distance afterwards. Block number 2, redirect it down, strip, do the throw, take the distance. Normal speed. Training exercises for the defense against knife attacks. Here one of the partners gives a knife attack, the other blocks, redirects, executes the disarming, and attacks for himself. This way you have a continuous attack with the weapon, and you get a good feeling for distance, timing, and the right technique when to use. Observe that they apply the same techniques that we've just demonstrated. Attack, block, disarm, take the knife, and attack again. You can see when you observe closely that the attacker sometimes has the knife in the right and sometimes in the left hand. That makes it worse and harder for the defender. In this exercise, the defender has to deal with the second hand. He tries to disarm, and while he is trying to execute the disarming, the attacker gives a second attack with his free hand. The defender has to deal with this attack and continue. After the attack, the defender tries to go for the disarm, defends the second strike, and disarms afterwards. Again, goes for the disarming, has to deal with second strike, and continues. And so on. Defense against stick attacks. In stick defense, we use the same numbering system as in the knife defense. The strikes can be pulled back or they can be pulled through. The difference to the knife is that the stick fighter can stay further a little bit and that the stick has much more power through the speed. On the other hand, a stick is not sharp. So you either have to move back to avoid the stick attack, or you have to move in to be away from the dangerous tip of the stick. And that's what we're gonna cover on this video. The entries are the same as in knife. Try to use a finger jab to the eyes or to the throat to get the concentration away from the stick, if possible. To disarm a stick, you can use what is called a snake technique. After blocking the attack, snake your left arm anti-clockwise around the attacker's arm and disarm here with a push of the right hand. Give a strike to end the technique. Number 2, block, redirect, block here, redirect the stick, control it with your left in your elbow and give a push with the right hand to disarm. Finish with a strike. Number 3, block, go clockwise around the arm, like in defense number 2, and disarm. Block, clockwise around the arm, control in the elbow, strike with the hand, push the attacker's weapon arm with the right hand down and give a strike to finish this technique. Number 4, the same as number 2. Block, redirect, go clockwise around the arm, push with the right hand on the attacker's weapon arm and counter. Number 5, same as number 2 or 3. Number 1, circle anti-clockwise. Number 2, redirect clockwise and strike. Number 3, redirect clockwise and strike. Number 4, also clockwise. And number 5 also goes in a clockwise redirection with a strike in the end. Training exercises for the defense against stick attacks. In this exercise, each of the both partners gives 3 strikes. The third strike is blocked and disarmed. They try to evade the first 2, which gives an excellent feeling for timing, distance and rhythm. Also, the disarming technique is trained very well in this fluent exercise. If you really have a chance against stick or knife attacks, is depending on the attacker, if he gives you the chance. Of course, you can achieve something through hard and rigorous training, and your chances are getting better. But the better the opponent is, the less your chances. And if you've got a really experienced opponent, don't get fooled. Your chances are very low that you can defend yourself successfully against an experienced knife or stick-wielding attacker. Defense against the baseball bat. The baseball bat is quite a popular weapon today. The attacker will wield the weapon both-handed with diagonal downward swing. Evade, shorten the angle, and move in. Evade, move in, give knee shots, elbow, control the weapon, and control the man. Again, take down with a spinning throw, utilizing a straight arm bar. Take the arm, spin, use a straight arm bar to pin the attacker. Defense against firearm threat. Finally, we show defense against